Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be showing you how I made this lovely red plaid dress. I very much like it and I've been wearing it loads, so I'm going to tell you how I make it today. The bodice is the Rosa dress pattern, so I didn't film how I made the bodice. I've made it quite a few times, and I will link a video down below on where I show you how I make that bodice. So I cut everything out. Here you see me cutting out the sleeve. I'm extending it a little bit because I want the sleeves to be nice and flowy. So as you can see, I'm just using the same pattern as a Rosa dress pattern from Rosery Apparel, by the way, and yeah, just extending it a bit. I'm starting with sewing together the skirts. They are about, I think, 50 centimeters long, maybe 40, like the first one from my waist down. And then I'm just using my waist measurement and like doubling that at least twice, maybe like 2.5 times to get enough gathering. Here I'm putting in the pockets on that first layer of the dress. So I'm piecing together, like as you can see, it's the back seam on the screen there, and I'm putting in the pockets where I want them to be, like maybe about 10 centimeters from the waist down. I'm sewing those in place with like a straight stitch and then a zigzag stitch as well. Then I am sewing together the entire side seam. All along the pockets, I'm just doing a straight stitch first and then also a zigzag stitch to prevent it from fraying. Then I am doing gathering, like stitches for the gathering, so I'm putting my stitch length at like 4.5. That's the widest it's gonna go, and I'm just making the gathering stitches all along the top of the skirt. And then I'm gonna be lining this up with the bodice, and I'm lining the seams up. So the side seams and the back seams are being lined up, and I'm gathering everything in between to fit the bodice, and it's quite a lot of gathering, as you can see here. Then I'm just sewing this in place with a straight stitch, and then I'm also doing a zigzag stitch, so it's not going to be fraying very much, and I'm cutting away any excess fabric on that seam as well, so it's not too thick. Then I am going to be putting in the zipper, and I wanted to finish this dress, and the only zipper that was long enough was a white one, but I have since making this dress replace the zipper. But just to show you, I'm putting in an invisible zipper, so I'm sewing it face down on the right side of the dress, putting that in where it is supposed to go. I think it's about 30-40 centimeters long, this zipper. No, 40, at least 40, maybe 50 even. It's quite a long zipper actually, but I'm leaving a little keyhole on the top of the dress of about 10-15 centimeters, I think, because I just think that looks nice. So yeah, I'm just putting in the zipper. Then I'm sewing down the facing of the dress. This is what I was talking about with the little keyhole, and I have a little button thingy at the top there. So I'm putting a button at the top of the neckline. Then I am sewing up the second layer of the skirt. So I'm just doing a straight stitch and a zigzag stitch to sew this together. It's like a very long strip of fabric. Yeah, you can just make it as long as you really want to. And then I'm sewing those gathering stitches again, very wide stitch setting, as wide as it can go. And then I'm going to be lining up the side seams as much as possible, and then gathering this to fit the skirt. So this is like the second layer of the skirt, right? So this is going to be fitting the first layer of the skirt. It's a lot of fabric and a lot of gathering, but it's worth it in the end, in my opinion. And then I'm going to be sewing this together again, straight stitch first, cutting away some excess fabric on that seam, and then doing a zigzag stitch. This takes ages. But I love this dress. It was so worth it. And then I am hemming the bottom of the entire dress with a rolled hem. So I'm just sewing that all along the bottom of the dress, just like folding it over 1 centimeter and then another centimeter, and just sewing that down. Then these are the sleeves, so I'm working on the sleeves now again, sewing those together with a straight stitch and then a zigzag stitch, and I'm already like doing the little rolled hem on the sleeves as well while they're not sewed on. It's just so much easier. So same as the bottom of the dress, little rolled hem on that sleeve. Then I am putting in some gathering stitches along the top of that, all of, like both sleeves as well, because I'm going to be gathering it at the shoulder. So all along the top of the sleeves, putting in a gathering stitch, not back stitching obviously. Then I am putting in the sleeves, and I'm just like putting a center point on the shoulder, and then also the seam at the armpit, and then gathering the sleeve to fit the armhole that I made on the bodice, putting it in place, and then just sewing that together with a straight stitch, as you can see here, and then a zigzag stitch as well. And that's it. That's the dress. I love this dress so much. I've worn it many times. I made it last autumn and it's now March, so it's taken me a while to edit this video, but I very much like this. You can see the wide zipper still, but I've replaced that now. You will see in my next video as well. But yeah, I love this so much. It's the Rosa Dress pattern, so follow her as well. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I will see you next time. Bye bye.